got an itch. Oop. We're starting off with an itch, you guys. An itch for some tropical fragrances. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle. This is Janelle's Scent Closet. And for today, we do have a tropical fragrance and then a fragrance that I feel you could wear year round. It's a very sensual type fragrance. The first one is inspired by Juice Box's CARIOCA Heart, and it is called Copacabana. And the second one is inspired by Rosendo Mattel number 5. I want to say it is, it's a floral fragrance. What is it called? Floral Amber, I believe. Floral Musk. There we go. Exotic Amber Floral Musk. It's a long name. I'll put it here for you guys. This fragrance house here, Genre Perfumes, they're based out of Louisiana. It is an indie perfume brand. Wonderful fragrance company and owners. I've been supporting them since 2021. I'll go ahead and link in the description how you can get a hold of these fragrances. They work based off of an ordering window, and they do have a landing page with a practice page, and you can see all their inventory, what they have to offer. They do a lot of blends, inspirations as well, and it's just a really interesting shop. I'll go ahead and link in the description also my explanation of their body butter kits. You can put your own little fragrance oil into these kits, so they just have different products. We will be doing our next video here on this beautiful oil, the Rose de Mai, Princess Rose de Mai inspiration there, but it's a body oil, probably in our next video, because for today I wanted to throw it in, but I got so excited. It is very warm here. I live in a very warm climate, and just tropical fragrances get me going. They just, and how do you hold on to those tropical fragrances? You gotta layer them. At least that's been my experience. So I do have a drawer full to layer with Copacabana, especially. It's a floral fruity fragrance. It was all the rave. I think it was like summer 2024, huge fragrance. We're going to give it a go. If this is something you're interested in, go ahead and continue watching. Consider hitting that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified to new videos. And let's start off with Copacabana. I mean, if you are in the fragrance group, I'll also link that in the description. They do have Genre Perfumes Neighborhood that you can go in and check out. Copacabana is inspired by the Juice Box CARIOCA Heart, and it is a spicy number, and it is not everybody's cup of tea. Okay, it is really giving people's trouble. If you join the group, you'll see that it wasn't everybody's jam. But oh man, I have worn it 3-4 times already. I have a little dent in this 10 ml. It is upsize worthy for me because I love fruity fragrances, and surprisingly, the spice, this has a really deep spice to it, and it is not bothering me at all. So in the notes, we have mango, pineapple, and lemon in the top. We have rum, sandalwood, and peony. Then we have vanilla and broxin, and then some labdanum, you guys. The labdanum never really comes through for me in a sense that I get a suede or a leathery tone to the fragrance at all. It's just in the base there somewhere. I can't detect it fully. So if labdanum's not one of your favorite notes or tones in fragrances, then I don't think you'd have a problem with this at all. Oh, what you get is just a burst of juicy fruits, but sweet. You even get like a tiny, it almost wants to lean mint on me at the beginning. The sweet mango definitely is palpable. You get a tropical feel, but not anything coconut sunscreeny. It's just so sweet with a hint of booze from that rum. You do get like, okay, this is giving tropical drink is what it gives initially. So man, a lot of the times when I experience that beautiful bright burst of fruits, to me, sometimes those fragrances, especially if they have this underlying spice to them, they can dry down very dry, very just spice musk. Dry, spicy musk. So when I saw that broxin in the base, I was a little worried. I don't get a dry, spicy musk in the dry down. I get the fruits the entire wear. And then the wonderful sweet vanilla does come through in the dry down as well. You can add more vanilla to it, no problem. In fact, I think a lot of people would like that to kind of cut through that spice. There is a spice to this. Oh, but it is like, it's a grown spice. I really, really am enjoying that aspect because the juicy fruits and that vanilla really do cling on to the entire wear. This is a very strong fragrance. It's going to cling to your clothes and even your skin the entire day, and you're going to leave trails. This one is a trail leaver. You have some sillage, double arm's length, I would say initially, and then starts to taper down. So you're talking about 12 plus hours of wearing this. It definitely stood up to heat as well. So yeah, I mean, it's sweet enough for me the entire wear. It stays all day. I mean, it packs a punch, okay? I don't get a very dry, it keeps me entertained, you know, the entire wear. And I want to say it's because it's because of that fruitiness and the fact that I love to pull out from you know, fruity floral fragrances. I love to pull out different notes with layering combos. I think that's one of the reasons why it inspired me and it excited me. And I do love it, and it is upsizable, okay? I do want a bigger size of this fragrance. As I already stated, the projection is amazing, you guys. So I guess let me talk about exotic amber really quickly. We're not going to do too much layering with this fragrance, and then I'll jump back. I'll circle back to the Copacabana to talk about what I got going on in this drawer, okay, and how I wore it, because I've already, you know, worn it a couple of times, you guys. Ooh, so sweet, so delicious. When I say fruity, by the way, for this fragrance, you know, with the mango and the pineapple and all that, surprisingly, I don't get a citrus. I don't get a straight up citrus. And that's what sometimes I feel, you know, oh, you have pineapple, you have mango, you're going to get citrus. No, I get more of a fruity, it's just like, it's not berry, but it's not, it's like candy-like, very candy-like. So it's not a citrus-like, it's a candy-like type fruity. I don't know how everything just comes together beautifully like that for this fragrance, okay? Ooh, just so, so good. It was a winner for me. Okay, let's jump to exotic amber really quick, you guys. This is, oh, by the way, the Copacabana is straight up unisex as well. If you're a man and you love to rock a you know, fruity fragrance, that spice, that underlying tone and the ambroxan, that's going to keep you interested as well. It could go masculine leaning, it could go feminine leaning, especially depending on your pH. Now exotic amber, I mentioned the masculinity of Copacabana in there because to me exotic amber leaned very masculine initially. Okay, I'm gonna spray it here. Oh, we have spices in this. We have floral notes. What is that? Carnation, the floral tone, floral note, carnation, and lily of the valley. In the base, amber, vanilla, and musk. And again, I was worried that this would just dry down to a dry, spicy musk, and it is not the case. In fact, the dry down is my favorite part of this fragrance. Initially, I get a sweet tone initially, and I do get some floral for sure. I even get a slight hint of like a powdery feel, you know, in this opening with a little bit of spice, not as pronounced spice as we get from the Copacabana, surprisingly, but I do get a little bit of spice, and I just love that Genre Parfums went ahead and made this into an eau de toilette because, I mean, how do people deal with the strength and power of an EDP when it comes to this fragrance? This one is got some substance, okay? It is just, I mean, it has got a strong leather tone initially. I mean, I think of elegance when I sprayed this. I think of tuxedo, you know, or a beautiful black gown if you're wearing it as a woman. Straight up unisex, this fragrance. I'm telling you, it has a little bit for everybody. It smells rich is what it gives. Ooh, very sensual, sexy, seductive even is what I'm getting from this. If you are not a fan, I don't know where this suede leathery tone is coming from, you guys. There's nothing in the notes that suggests that is here. And for me, that is here. that is what it pulls on me, like a suede. Okay. So that's initially really, really strong. Like I'm saying, very seductive, very, like just sensual cashmere. It starts to dry down to a very soft, little bit of powdery tone, little powdery hint, cashmere musk. And it is gorgeous because it holds on to this wonderful vanilla. I can detect that vanilla anywhere. As long as it's there, as long as it's giving me that wonderful sweetness, I'm going to enjoy it. And I very much enjoyed this. So this Exotic Amber is a good for go as well. I feel like for me, it wouldn't be an everyday wear. It does give corporate. It gives, it does give like, oh, important. Okay? Important, rich, classy, sensual, all of that. A really nice dinner outing, maybe this one. Yeah. I think Charlie's going crazy over there. Gosh, that dog. He's always, barking away. Oh my gosh, you guys, I really did enjoy Exotic Amber. I would not say that I would upsize this for myself because I don't feel like I'm going to be reaching for it too often. Surprisingly, that is just how I feel about that. I normally lean more towards Gourmands. Even the fruity florals like this Copacabana, I already reached for it a couple of times. I did layer my Exotic Amber. I wore it alone to get a good feel. It gave the entire day, by the way. This one went the distance. For it being an eau de toilette, it has some strength. I was leaving a soft, powdery, sensual trail when I wore it. Oh, I just feel like this is just like a cushy hug as well in a bottle, this one, the Exotic Amber. So I wore it with something though. What did I wear it with? Gosh, it was last week that I wore Exotic Amber. And I wore it with an oil, I believe. You guys, if I can remember, I will let you know. Because I cannot remember right now. I usually don't leave well enough alone, too often. And I swear I wore this with an oil. I can't. I'm looking at my oils and I'm thinking and I'm not finding. I can't remember what I did with this. I might have done, you know what? I definitely did the Burberry Goddess. That is what I did also. I did the Burberry Goddess. Yes, I did. Burberry Goddess little oil here. They have a wonderful product where you can throw in your oil into a body butter. And I layered up with this. And, and then the Burberry Goddess as well. So, yes, that's what I went with. The lavender played really nice with the, with the Exotic Amber feel. If you're already familiar with this fragrance, the Rosendo Mattel fragrance, then you're going to love this, I feel. Because it's probably a different take anyways, so why not? Okay, guys, let's circle back here to the Copacabana because I am just... Ooh, I just think you can have so much fun with this, okay? So I wore Copacabana alone. Beautiful, beautiful on its own. Are you kidding me? So sweet and spicy and, fruity. That is what I get. I don't get a whole lot of floral, even though it's classified as a fruity floral fragrance. I don't get a whole lot. But I do want to play up on those fruits. So I went ahead and went with the Cocoa Mango. Okay. This is by, I don't know if they have it right now, but this is by, is it Cocoa Skin? This is a whipped butter. And these I don't think it melts. You don't need a lot to get your point across with this, you guys. It is so, I'll go ahead and link this in the description if it is available right now. I'm not sure that it is. But if you have anything that's like cocoa mango, this gives me pineapple, to be honest. So that's why I wanted to accentuate that pineapple. So I went with this body butter. And then I went with the Way Hair and Body Mist, St. Bart's, I believe. Yes, St. Bart's. And in my hair, I went with the Sugarwork St. Bart's type hair serum as well. So this is how I rocked it the first time. And I did one more thing. I kind of wanted to give it a coconut, okay? I wanted to give it a coconut feel. So I threw in It's Complicated by Fairy Nest. I did order the 3 fragrances they have available. They had sent over some samples and I fell in love. So I have the 3 full bottles here. This one has in it lemon sugar, Madeleine cake, shredded coconut, tonka bean frosting, vanilla, and warm vanilla. But I get a definite coconut feel. Definitely can throw it into some pineapple. Why not? This is really, really nice. It's Complicated. Somebody mentioned that this one smelled to them like Dua's French macarons, and I have to agree. Yes, it does give a little bit of an air to Dua's French macarons. Yes, it does. And it's just a gorgeous fragrance. So yeah, I went ahead a little more tropical, a little more pineapple coconut with my layering combo, you guys. So that is how I wore it, but I have other plans. If we're talking about pineapple, I do have some. I didn't bring it. My body glaze, you guys. Oh, it's right here. Pina Colada, I believe it's called. Let me see if I can reach it. Oh, I think it's right here. Nope, that's the pear. I didn't. Oh, yay! I only have the travel size. I don't have the full size because I want to finish the others. But I've already dipped into this one. It is a nice pineapple coconut. Oh, yes, it is. This one, Pina Colada, will go perfect. I love these body glazes, you know, to layer up right after my shower, right before bed. I say right before bed because if you put this on and you head out into just heat, you're going to be slipping and sliding all over seats. I just feel. It takes a while to dry on your skin overnight, but not excessively long. But if you put it on and head out, I swear you're just going to be slick, okay? Yeah, so Pina Colada, so delicious. I would so go with this, no problem. And then I would go with Pineapple Passion here by Louisianaroma. I would definitely go with this. I love this so much. I did get the biggest size, the 133 ml that everybody just fights for when the order window is open. I have my 10 ml here, and I want to say I also have a 30 ml, you guys. I love Pineapple Passion. I love this one mixed with their Fairy Dust. That is my ultimate favorite combo for Pineapple Passion. So I would definitely do the Pina Colada, Pineapple Passion, and the Copacabana, of course. I just would. If I wanted to throw something else into the mix, you guys, or if you want to throw something else into the mix, if you want to keep it nice and tropical, you guys, Angel Eye Star. This is a discontinued gem. Mugler just loves to discontinue all their gems. This is one of those, Angel Eye Star. I didn't care for it initially. It was just, the patchouli was very dirty to me on my skin. A lot of people don't pick up on that, but I do. But layering it with really sweet coconut or pineapple just really cuts through that patchouli, you guys. Especially with, I would say, like with It's Complicated, it would cut right through it. So with Copacabana, I would love to do that. And then, spoiler alert, it's coming soon. I think if you are you know, following the page Genre Perfumes, then you know that Genre Perfumes is coming out with their own version of Angel Eye Star. So I mean, I was kind of using this one sparingly because it is discontinued and all that, but now having the option, definitely going to go for a full bottle of that. Definitely. Like, I'm not going 10 ml. I'm going full bottle. All right. So keeping this one now, let's do Fruity. Safe Haven is inspired by Narcotica. I have the full bottle, but here's my little travel. Narcotica's Narco Oasis, you guys, is I fell in love with this fragrance from the sample. I had to have a full bottle. Pricey bottle, but oh, it's just so good. It's like a tropical smoothie, okay? Safe Haven is inspired by Narcotica's Narco Oasis. As I'm saying, it's just a gem for the summer. Their version has a little more like a slightly woody base, I would say, more than the original. And it had like a cedar tone. And it also is more of a passion fruit bomb. More of a passion fruit bomb than a smoothie, in my opinion. But it is extremely fruity. And I think the DNA would just mix with Copacabana so well, okay? Yes, you can do that. Now, let's see. Let's talk about mango, you guys. Mango and Copacabana is just made for each other. I don't see why not. This here is called Mango by Pink, and I don't know if it's available right now, but it is also just such a good mango. This one, I feel like it has like the leaf in there as well. Like it's mango and the leaf. It's just so nice. I don't like that Victoria's Secret discontinues everything as well, just like Bath and Body Works does. But they, you know, they do that. Speaking of Bath and Body Works, I have a wonderful mango here that I did get to wear with Copacabana once. Golden Mango Lagoon. Yes, this was such a nice combo. This has sunny mango, saltwater woods, and coral blooms. And it goes beautifully with Copacabana. You don't need a lot for this fragrance, you guys, as far as making it stay. But if you want to pull out different aspects of the fragrance, that's why I wanted to talk to you guys, you know, about options. And, you know, I don't know what you have in your collections. So anything mango, of course, anything pineapple, fruity, even candy sweet. So you know where I'm going with this. If you want candy sweet with your mango, with your Copacabana fruity fragrance, you're going to want Essence by Genre Perfumes. Now, this is an original creation. It is not inspired by, and it is my ultimate favorite raspberry. This is the bottle I'm working on, but I have a backup. Oh, this is just gorgeous. This has everything that I want in a raspberry. It is just candied Skittles candy type smell. It makes my mouth water. It lasts on me throughout the day. I get whiffs. And it layers with so many different things. I'll go ahead and link in the description my layering video for Essence. At the time, I don't know what I layered it with, but I'm always throwing this into the mix, you know, with a lot of things. Especially Minnie Mouse, the Minnie Mouse fragrance or Minnie More by Genre Perfumes. Essence and this that was made for each other. With Copacabana, it could go so well. Okay, so I already mentioned Fairy Dust, but let's bring it up again. Fairy Dust is inspired by Narcotica's Happy Dust, okay? And this is said to have, and I've never been able to smell it, you guys, and not from this inspired by, not from the original. I have the original right here. I never, oh. You guys, Fairy Dust. It's so good. It's so good. And they're always fighting over those big bottles of Fairy Dust in the group. It's hilarious. Happy Dust here by Narcotica has in it some mango and then also some green matcha tea, you know, or some matcha. I just get delicious vanilla. I just get delicious vanilla. Maybe a hint of something else. Maybe that matcha and the mango make it just a tad fruity and a tad sweeter. You know, sweet vanilla than most, because oh, it is heaven in a bottle. Fairy Dust, highly recommend. Goes beautifully with Copacabana, okay? If you want to just accentuate, cut through that little bit of spice bomb that it has. There is vanilla in this dry down of Copacabana, so it's a no-brainer for me. Okay, almost done working our way that way through the crowd here. BSB Oils has them some just wonderful island-inspired type fragrances. So I have Island Gael here, and I would say Island Gael, you could definitely do it with the tropical aspect of things. Like when I wore the Way one, yes. When I wore the pineapple or even the mango, but definitely the coconutty type, the Saint Bart's, I would say. Island Gael goes wonderful with that, okay? But if you want to change it up a little bit, I did that today, in fact. This is how I wore Copacabana. I wore it with Hibiscus Drive, you guys. Now, I don't know what is in here, but it gives me some solar tones, like a little bit wanting to lean salty, but definitely Hibiscus Drive is that, hibiscus is that pink, huge floral flower. No, this gives me, whoa, okay? Hibiscus Drive gives me just all the tropical feels, like a beautiful island dinner, okay? Oh my gosh, but at the same time, it has this candy tone. I don't understand where the candy tone comes from. I will put it here, the notes to this. And a lot of people on the Brown Sugar Babe Oils page say that this is just exactly like the original. So I'm curious to try the Hibiscus Mahad, I think it's called. This is a wonderful fragrance. This stayed with me all day long, just like the Copacabana does, but it gave it this, so the candy apple, not apple, does not smell like apple, but the hard shell candy that is on, that you know, that you find on candy apples, when you lick it and lick it really thin and you can smell it as you're, oh, that's what this gave me. I was just all of a sudden, I'm like, I can't put my finger on what candy I am smelling from this, but that is what Hibiscus Drive here gives me. It gives me a solar tone, kind of aquatic, but then also that candy. Ooh, it was such a good combo. Copacabana with the Hibiscus Drive, you guys. And for my layering base, I wanted to do something sweet, but, you know, kind of tropical island, but not coconut. So I went with Body Glaze Al Malfi. Yes, and it went perfectly. Oh, I'm telling you that I love these body glazes. I love to combine, mix and match. I also do have the oil for Amalfi. But I didn't need the oil today. I did put it on last night, but then in the morning decided to go with Hibiscus Drive because, yes. Now this one does not have a candy feel. It just has a wonderful, wonderful island tones. Okay, just sweet, sweet jam. Wonderful. You could say that this one goes a bit masculine, but it stops for me. It's unisex. It's so good. I'll also put the not the ingredients, the fragrance notes, because I only have the travel size, so I don't have the fragrance notes on it to show you guys. One more thing that I feel could go so beautifully, okay, and we'll end here with Copacabana. In fact, I did do this already. I've worn it several times. I think Siama by Canvas Beauty is another just gem of theirs. This is, oh my gosh, this just has always given me like a sweet, I don't know, fruit tone in the background somewhere. It just says with premium perfume is what Siama says, but it is gorgeous, okay? And I do have the drops to this. So Siama drops with the Siama body glaze and the Copacabana, just beautiful. So good. Yeah, Copacabana is definitely versatile. Anything, if you want more fruit, if you want it candy-like. Speaking of candy-like, I topped today's combo off with Enchanted Candy Potion. Once I got a whiff of that deliciousness, I was like, yes. Spellbinding sugar, bewitched berries, and whipped pixie dust. Ugh. Here we go again with Bath & Body Works discontinuing. This was a very limited release, Enchanted Candy Potion, but it is gorgeous. I mean, just candy, okay? Just candy. Yes. It matched the vibe of Hibiscus Majad with the Copacabana so well. The combos are going to be endless with this one. And this is another fragrance that if you like could... it would be really hard to clash with things, I feel, because it's got that nondescript fruity feel, you know, and it's not limited to citrus, and you can just kind of pull out that pineapple, pull out that mango, or add raspberry, add peach even if you wanted, and you could turn it citrus too, if you wanted to do that. So just delicious options here. Copacabana is an upgradable, upsizable fragrance for me in my own personal collection. The exotic amber is a force to be reckoned with, like I said. Another fragrance, I think it's called Sweet Suede, which is inspired by Babycat, by YSL's Babycat. Yes, that is another one that I did not need to upgrade. I did not need a big bottle of that. That one has just a leather tone, but the difference between that leathery tone that I get in that and this is that that one has, not the tone of the leather is different. The vanilla that Babycat has is just this gorgeous, sweet, strong vanilla that lasts you all day long. Maybe, I think I have reviewed that one. If I have, I'll link it in the description for you guys. That was it for today, you guys. That was plenty. I just had to tell you all the options, I feel, for Copacabana. And next up, we'll go over the Rose de Mai. How is it treating me? How is it treating my oldest? That's who was interested in that oil. We'll talk about that, and I don't know if I have. I'll go ahead and look through my genre collection, or if you guys want a review for a genre fragrance that I have not done yet, let me know. I know I haven't come on here to give a full review in a while for genre perfumes, and I've been ordering from their ordering windows. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I haven't touched base on something that you might want to hear about. So let me know. That was it for today. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day, your night, or your evening, and you stay safe. Bye-bye.